obviously, because it's the Trading Up series, we need to commute into work. So we've got Hardly Drivable here, ready to do today's duties. We've got to get in that frame of business mind, right? Which is why we need to commute in. Oh, she runs like a beaut. Oh, I love this bike. I am so excited for the £100 bike, but I'm also more excited to get the £10,000 bike. Oh, we've broken down. Oh no, that's not good. We might have to call the AA out for this. Right, I don't know, we're going to get to work. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, she's getting low on fuel, isn't she? Yeah, she's low on fuel. That's not good, is it? That is really annoying. She's very low. Can we get there? Oh, we can do it. She can do it. She's got no fuel in her. We just got there. Yeah, none at all. That was a stressful commute. I bet you all feel very bad for me now. Jeez. Right, let's go and do some work. Guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Trading Up. I am so excited. If you haven't seen the first episode, basically I bought this Honda CB500 for £100, and the whole idea of this bike is to trade our way up to a brand new motorcycle circa around about £10,000. So we've got a lot of work to do between now and then. What do we need to do to this bike today? Well, we're going to have to take all the tank off, we'll have to take all the plugs out. Yeah, give it a good once over and just see if we can get it running. Basically, just give it a service and give it a carb clean and just keep our fingers crossed that it runs. Because if it doesn't, this could get expensive very quickly. So yeah, if you haven't seen the first episode, check it out. It's just basically me sourcing this bike for £100 and boring the life out of everyone about what we're going to do to get to that £10,000 mark. So please check that out if you haven't seen it. I think that's enough waffle. We really need to get on with it. So here she is, just a quick walk around for people who haven't seen the CB500. Here she is. Oh, it's such a lovely bike. It really is. I really like it so much. Well, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pull that tank off, take that seat off. Yeah, we're going to take the couple of spark plugs out as well. And yeah, we're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, get it running by the end of today. So yeah, I'm not going to bore you with all the little intricacies of taking the tank off and all that sort of stuff. All you guys probably know all that anyway. So we're going to cut the fat on that a bit and we're just going to get to it. So I'm going to do a bit of a time lapse for you and then I'll pull you in on the bits I think are even remotely interesting. Right, we have removed quite a few parts from the bike. Well, not quite a few really, just fairings and the tank. So yes, it's looking all quite tidy underneath here. What we're going to do now is just check to see if we've got a spark first of all. We do. On that side, looks like a pretty good spark to be fair. Yeah, and a good spark there as well. Okay, great news. So yes, it's got to be the carbs. Okay, next step, remove the carbs. Right, carbs have been removed. It was an absolute nightmare. It's a real pain in the backside, but they're off anyway, and they are here. So what we're going to do now is going to whip the float bowls off. We're going to have a look inside and just see how bad they are. So give us a moment. Right guys, we have the carbs on the bench. As you can see, the float bowl's been removed. They don't look too dirty in there, but I've taken out the net and it's blocked. So when we clean the carbs, I've got a carb cleaning brush in there, which I'm going to run through that and then run it through the ultrasonic cleaner. We haven't even got to this side yet, so yes, that might be, well, that is part of our problem, but we're hoping that is our only problem. So we'll get them in the ultrasonic cleaner and see what they look like when they come out. This is how they look at the moment. As you can see, they look a little bit grubby, to say the least. Obviously, I've got the other side to get off. Annoyingly, they've got these little T-pieces that go above here as well, which were a nightmare to come off, but luckily it's been done. So yes, it looks like we have a carb problem as we first thought, so good news. Okay, we have the float bowl off on the other side, and we seem to have the same issue. It's blocked jet this side as well, so yes, we were running with big carb issues, so put them in the carb cleaner and see what they look like after. But yeah, this is how they're looking at the moment. A little bit grubby. Let's see what they look like when they come out. Okay, we've got all the needles and jets in there going in. Put the whole lot of carbs in there as well with the float bowls. And what we'll do is we'll periodically come over and turn it around as well. But yes, we will give it a good long while. While the carbs are cleaning, I thought I'd show you what an absolute pain it is to get the carbs out where the airbox is. Someone's obviously tried to have a go before. A little bit rough there, but yeah, we were able to do it without too much of a faff. But we'll give it a bit of a clean up here as well, and then we'll go about rebuilding the carbs. I'm going to try and keep all the original Honda stuff in the carbs as much as I can. But yeah, gaskets and whatever else we're going to change. But yeah, David Silver doesn't seem to do a kit for it anymore. So yes, I'm trying not to use anything non-genuine Honda. But oh, I just love this little bike. It really is very nice. So fingers crossed when we get those carbs on, she'll run. As you'll probably agree, those carbs look way better, or the body of the carbs do. Look at that. They look like new. I'll give this it's just a little bit of dirt from my hands when I was emptying the water out of them. The carb cleaning water. So yeah, we'll give it a good clean down with carb cleaner. And then we'll build them back up. We're not going to change the original Honda floats and stuff. We have got a kit for it, but I think we're better off sticking with the genuine Honda stuff. As I say, David Silver didn't have a full kit in stock, so I'd rather keep as much original Honda stuff as possible. So, but as you can see, it looks so clean. Very happy with that. Just waiting for the jets to finish, and then we'll rebuild them back up and then fit them back to the bike. Alright, we have a makeshift jet blower outer here. Okay, they're looking really good. They've been built back up now as well, but I'm waiting for a bit of a while for these idle jets to clear, because I know how much of a pain they can be. So I have put them in the ultrasonic cleaner. I have blown them through with the air there, and I thought I'd leave it in some carb cleaner for quite a while as well, just to make belt and braces, because I don't want to put it all back together, put it back on the bike, and there's even the smallest bit of dirt in there. So yeah, the carbs are looking fantastic. I'm really pleased with the way they're looking, so can't wait to get them back on the bike and see if it will fire. But I am waiting for a couple of spark plugs and the service kit, so yes, bit of a delay for the moment. Right guys, it's been a couple of days because we've been waiting for parts, plugs, air filter, oil filter, all that good stuff, because today we want to try and get the old girl running. It's been a couple of days, as I say, so yeah, a bit of a continuity error, as I'll be wearing different clothing in this. So if you're thinking, what's happened there? Has he gone to get changed halfway through? No, I've been waiting for parts, which is always a bit of a bane of my life, actually. So let's see what we have got for the old girl, shall we? Oh, here we go. Oil filter, excellent. 2 spark plugs, brilliant. We'll get to fitting them now. Oh, we've got the air filter as well, fantastic. And also, I've got oil already, so yeah, she's going to have a full service to go along with her carb strip and clean. So yes, and also I need to change the indicator on this side as well, which is a bit more in depth than I thought it would be, but there you go. Anyway, let's get on with it. Right, it's time to do that nightmare indicator. It means all of this has to come off, and then this little metal carrier bracket there as well, just to get to the indicator. What a pain. And still more bolts to take off before we can even get to the indicator. Here it is, the new one. It looks a lot better that way. Right, I've whipped the airbox out. It is an absolute nightmare taking the airbox out of there. It's just, yeah, the tightest fit you've ever seen. But yeah, this is the original air filter. I've given it a bit of a clean in there as well. So yeah, we will put the new air filter in there, and then we will do the plugs. Right, nice new oil filter in there, as you can see. Drain the old oil out into here. New plugs, new air filter. All we've got to do now is top her up with oil and then fit the dreaded carbs. I'm really dreading putting those back on. Oh, but it has to be done, doesn't it? So I can moan about it, or I can just get on with it. A real little godsend, these, for cleaning jets on carbs. I think it's a couple of quid off of eBay, so I am finally happy with these. They are like new, so they can finally go back on the bike. Here we are, carbs back together, new gaskets, etc., and the jets fitted. They were an absolute nightmare. Now this is going to be a difficult bit, getting it back on the bike. Right guys, we have put the carbs back on just for the time being, just to see if we can get it to fire with the tank over the top, because putting the airbox on is the biggest nightmare in the world. So we don't want to do that and then find out the bike won't start. So we've hashed it all together just for the time being, just to see if it runs, because we haven't actually heard it run yet. Are we in for more problems? Who knows? So it's got loads of fuel in there, so fingers crossed. Oh! Okay, I think we need to adjust the throttle, but it's fired straight up. Great news. Right, guys, we've adjusted the idling. Right, let's hope this solves that over-revving issue. Oh, oh, that sounds great. That sounds really good. Oh, fantastic. Great stuff. It sounds amazing. I was really worried about that, but that is great stuff. Right guys, she's all back together. So what have we done? Well, stripped, rebuilt the carbs, put those back on. We have changed the indicator, the knackered one. That was a real pain. Let's take off all of the carrier and everything to put that back on. So that was a bit of a nightmare. We've lubed the chain. We've put some air in the tyres as well. And yes, obviously we've changed the air filter, the oil filter. It's had fresh oil. We've even checked to make sure that it's got enough fluid in the radiator as well. So yeah, pretty much everything you can think of we have done. So let's see how she sounds. There you go. I could not be any happier with that. It runs like a dream. Ticks over lovely. I'm very, very, very pleased. So yes, I was expecting it to be a bit more of a pain than what it turned out to be in the end. Yes, the carbs were difficult, but we were able to get the airbox on and sort of do a bit of a mix and match at the same time, just to sort of force them on. So it wasn't the easiest of jobs, but it's done now. So what do we need to do next? Well, we need to get it cleaned up, and then we need to take it for an MOT, which will be our next hurdle. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that, but quietly confident, because I've been around the bike, checked absolutely everything, and everything is fine to my eye. So I'm hoping the MOT tester doesn't come up with any issues. Yeah, absolutely everything has been done. It's just had a full service and a full going through, just because it's been laid up for quite some time. So I'm quietly confident, but we won't find out till the next one. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. The next episode will be me test riding the £100 motorcycle and taking it for an MOT. So please keep your fingers crossed, and please like and please subscribe, because before you know it, we're going to be on to the next bike. So we're going to have to think how much this bike is worth. So stick in the comments what you think it's worth. I've got a rough idea, but it'd be interesting to see what you guys think. So yeah, let me know in the comments. So yeah, that'll be it for me from now, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.